Welcome back, everyone. This is Xade, and we are back in our single-player vanilla survival world. We have upgraded the server, the world, not the server, to 16W21A, the newest 1.10 snapshot. Not a whole lot of features added, mostly just bug fixes and new bugs. But I'm sure more new stuff is on the way. Today, though, isn't so much about the snapshot. It is about the fact that our channel has surpassed the 400 subscriber mark. That's right. I think actually right now it is sitting at 413. So I want to thank you all very much for helping us reach that milestone, and welcome to all the new subscriptions. I think a lot of them came from my Iron Golem farm villager breeding tutorial video, but there's been some from other sources as well. So today I decided, since I am super busy, as mentioned in the last episode, my wife's due date for our baby is very soon. In fact, technically I am recording this, let's see, it's 2:20 a.m. so it's very early Thursday morning right now, which is actually my wife's due date. We had a doctor's appointment approximately 12 hours ago in which she was showing no progress, so she will be induced in about a week and a half. If he doesn't come sooner, we're going to give him a little more time, but I am very busy because of that, setting up the house still, getting rid of different chores off the checklist, since I don't know how much time I will have after he comes. So we're trying to get a bunch of stuff out of the way. That means I didn't have a lot of time to plan this episode, but I figured, hey, 400 subs, perfect excuse for a quick little world tour, especially since we've actually been in this world now. We ran through from spawn, which it's been a while, that way I want to say we ran from spawn through this roofed forest back in the 1.9 snapshots. And I'm a little sad to say not a lot was done in 1.9. There were some breaks from the world, but we've been going strong lately. And so I figured, since there's been a lot of gaps, the original series started quite some time ago, hey, you know what? Let's just take a quick peek at what we've done. So when the world started, we were over there, we ran around until we found a nice spot, and we actually climbed up this mountain somewhere, I want to say over there. Got up here, decided that up here was a decent little spot. This is where I got my first pumpkins. There's still a few remnants left behind there. And ran around a little here around the second episode and decided that this valley would be a cool little spot, which we've been working in ever since. And we need to do a lot more progress above ground, to be honest with you. That's got to be an area of focus too, but we've got a lot of projects on the table. So we came over here and we started digging out a hole, and we've just kind of been evolving it ever since. From there, you can see this is kind of our crater, which has evolved over time. Let's have a look here. That's the first thing we did. We've got our redstone bridge. I still need to install 2 of the sides to that, actually. But we installed our farm here, and it started out as all wheat. That's what fed us for a very long time, and over time we found a village to get beetroot, and finally got carrots and potatoes off of zombies. So we've got this kind of farm going on. Got the lights from the nether hanging overhead. I still really like this. It's a good use of a couple blocks that I think don't get a lot of love. Acacia wood somewhat, but this, nobody likes that stuff. So it's really nice to actually get some use out of it. I still really dig this. We need to make a new place for our mule. He's kind of in the way. We did get our first skeletal horses. There are actually 2 groups. I killed the other one to get, what are those things called? In the 1.9 snapshots for a while, in order to resummon the Ender Dragon, you needed the little crystals or whatever they are, and the only way to get them was to kill these horses. And then they changed it, but while it was that way, I actually killed some of these because lightning kept striking up here and spawning these guys. But one of the times that it happened, I just killed the skeletons. And so we've got the 4 skeletal horses guarding the entryway to our actual base, which I think is pretty cool. And the other work we've done above ground was mostly temporary stuff, but we still got the start of our barricade. Not 100% sold on this still, but I do dig it. And the idea is to eventually have that go all the way around anywhere we have these sheer cliffs still from digging out the area, so that it looks a little more natural, like it's holding back the dirt. Maybe tweak the ground a little, I don't know. That's future stuff. I've got the moat all the way around. One of the next projects we're going to be doing is actually creating a wall for spiders. Right now we're safe from zombies and creepers. Endermen, of course, can teleport around, but spiders can crawl over. So we're going to make a wall around that to protect us. And then, of course, we have our iron golem farm slash villager breeder, which has done quite a bit of good for us on the server. I keep saying server, but it's just a single player world. I don't want to break. No, maybe we'll break it open real quick. So it's got the villager breeder is down in this section, and then the top portion is just kind of your classic iron golem farm. Anyone who's followed my channel much lately knows exactly what this is. But if we come, can I break this one in? Yes. We've just got villagers in here, and it looks like actually over time these guys have bred up a little bit. It looks like a lot of the babies aren't always falling down. So there's definitely extra villagers in here, which is probably why it's working so fast. I may have to come in and kill a few of these. It's getting a little overcrowded. I didn't realize how many there were in here. They're currently not doing a whole lot, and that is because the breeder is turned off. I'm surprised. I guess it's probably all the new villagers that this guy's been farming away in this section. You'll notice if you came here from my tutorial video, I have slightly changed the farm since then, but I never came back and changed this version, so the tutorial's a little better. But this one works great. I actually have a ton of villagers down in our base that need to be sorted and different things. So that's been off for a little while now because I haven't done much villager trading lately. I think that's pretty much everything up here. There's a witch hut over there, but we haven't really done anything with it. There's just some of our original villagers hanging out in this area. One of them's actually gone. I don't know what happened to it. It was just gone. And then we have a toolsmith, and he stole my block. And this is the guy we used to buy our Unbreaking 2 diamond picks from to do our repairs back before we had mending and all that fancy stuff. And then over here we have a weaponsmith. I think we used to get the sharpness 1 diamond swords and the axes from him. But they haven't been used in a long time. I don't know if I'll even bother. Maybe, well, I was going to say, I don't know if we'll bother moving them, but maybe I'll stick them somewhere in like some kind of monument for remembrance. I don't know if I can bring myself to kill those guys off. They did so much good for us. Let's go ahead and go down into the tunnel. Whee! This took quite some amount of digging and alteration until I came up with the design I like. Perfect timing coming down here in the night too. I really like the way this looks at night. This is the one area of our underground base where we can actually see if it's daytime or nighttime. Got the glass up there. You can see the horses up there guarding. I think it looks really, really cool at night. The majority of our underground base, in fact, pretty much all of it, is actually spawn proof because it's half slabbed and things along those lines. So no lighting is required. So this area actually, there's no light out here except right now the furnace array hasn't been moved. So we're cooking cobblestone right here, so that's giving a glow. And then we've just got the dual pumpkin lights giving just a nice little eerie glow effect up the ladders because I didn't want it to be purely dark, and I just like the kind of highlight that it gives. So this is the entryway, the water there, of course, just so we can jump down, and then we've got the ladders going out on all 4 sides. Eventually, maybe we need some kind of elevator or something, but we don't go up there a whole ton anymore, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. Let's go over here next. In no particular order. of when stuff was built. Here we have our automatic carrot farm. This guy has been responsible for a large amount of the emeralds we have here in the world. And down the hall right there is where we were going to build an automatic potato farm so that they would come together in the center with their loot. But it turned out that whole section, after I dug it out, I realized like a two-thirds, something like that. I guess closer to half of that whole area is actually slime chunks, and so slimes would have spawned in there and just trampled all the crops. So we abandoned that and instead stacked our potato farm up here. So between these two, we have all the carrots and potatoes we need. They just get thrown into the center there and come down into these chests right here. And I just kind of have a little array of 6 chests. I've been debating on a sorting system and possibly having it transport over by our villagers, or if I want to bring some farmer villages over here to trade emeralds or what. I haven't really decided how I want to handle that. But right now we just have the 6 chests that fill up, and then I go ahead and trade with them, and as you can see, they are pretty much full. It's time to do some more trading. In addition to those, I have our backup storage. So on either side there are 15 chests, this side completely full of potatoes, and this side completely full of carrots. So I have plenty of backup if I need emerald trades. I'll have to do some of that off camera. Let's see, that's over here. So I guess speaking of emerald trades, let's head over there in that direction, eat some potatoes. Here's a fun note, by the way. I had mentioned just upgraded to the newest snapshot. What is that? There is some kind of problem with the texture for lava. This is where I pull all the lava out for my furnaces to cook everything. And yeah, it's like this weird bright blood red. I don't know what's going on there. Interesting, fun little fact. Nether portal. Our original enchanting area, we have a second one now by our zombie farm. But here's the beginning of our villager trading, quite literally, hallway. The idea is to have this hall extend farther with villagers all down the side, and at some point they'll go up and over and back down, and they'll come back down this side. But we need to expand that still. So this is the guy. I've been doing some trades recently. Like I said, I need to do more. This farmer's where we trade our carrots and potatoes. I occasionally unlock him when he does this. I'll unlock him with wheat. And if he's a real jerk, he'll lock wheat too, and then I have to do random trades, buy a bunch of bread or apples or cookies or cake or whatever. Or sometimes I'll actually, if I have enough melons or pumpkins, to unlock him. And then of course these are the sources of all our books. This is our wonderful village trader here, who is kind enough to have a mending book, which has supplied all of our gear. And yeah, we need to unlock some more stuff, get some better stuff. I've been trying to get looting currently. I don't have looting, and I want to start farming blazes to get blaze rods to make end rods for lighting and different designs, and then also to farm wither skulls with. So I need to get some looting. I finally got looting 2 on a sword, but yeah, that's not good enough. Now here we have underneath our iron golem farm. Can't quite see it, but right behind that lava is where the villagers, baby villagers and iron golems would fall right there. Iron golems are tall enough that they get stuck on that block and their heads in the lava, where they burn to death, and then there's hoppers about halfway down that track, which just come into these chests here, which I just occasionally come over and unload. And then the baby villagers, of course, come down. They fall down here, where they come into this little area right here, and they get stuck because they're not tall enough. There's a golem now, if you can hear that. Nice. They get stuck, and as soon as they grow up, they become tall enough. There he is, burning. The sound of iron. They get tall enough that they get sucked into the water stream above because they're full-sized, and it takes them up behind there and drops them into this second stream and drops them into this side, where they await being sorted through here, which has kind of evolved over time. We'll have to do some more stuff with that. The mechanics in 1.9, when they fixed stuff glitching through walls and things like that, it also made it harder to just take a minecart, stick it right there, and have it go in and grab a villager. So what I actually have to do now is I put the minecart up here, and I drop the minecart into the villagers, which then I can grab some. Sometimes I have to give them a little nudge. They'll go in the cart. We can decide if we want them or not, and either kill them by suffocation, or we can just pull out the sword, or we can hit the button and it'll swap the track there and send them off to an empty spot in our trading hall. So that's a big part of the server. We love our villager trading. There's just some pumpkins, melons growing over there. No big deal. Never cleaned up our new block thing there. Our wonderful storage hall. Kept it simple for now. May make some better stuff for different farms down the road, but for now it's just a big pile of double chests. Very small, very compact, but I needed a place to put everything early on. So we've got just a real simple storage room. Finally got an ender chest, by the way. I went back to the end city. I needed a screenshot from my last video. And I went and soak touched one of the ender chests out of there. And I grabbed some random blocks and things like that. So I do have some more end stone, knocked down some more chorus fruit. Need to get farming some of that stuff. What else have we done? Let's see, over here we have our little zombie farm. We'll take a quick peek at that, and then I'll take a cut and take this cart all the way over to our ocean monument so I can show you the progress of the water removal. But in here, second enchanting area, this is our zombie spawner. It's the only spawner I found on this server so far. Trying to remember where I can see in there. This should work. Oops, I just now lost the block. No, come back, block. I'll fix it later. But here we have our zombie spawner. It just hangs out in there. Just an old classic simple design. They spawn, they fall. If he wasn't tracking me right now, he'd get sucked into that hole right next to him a lot quicker. And I can't believe I don't have any blocks on me. That's dumb. Then we have this, and of course we didn't want to deal with baby zombies at all. They have issues. So our crusher, we had issues with having it too tall to crush the babies as well, and it's sucking the zombies into the wall and just killing them all, so we had to make it one. So to get rid of the baby zombies, I don't know how much I've shown this on camera. I think I did a long time ago. Let's see if I can figure out the way in here. Don't want to break the wrong spot open. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be... Oop. Don't want to break that spot open. Where are we? At least I didn't hit the sign. Okay, we want to go down the side there. See if I can bust that open. You're in a little water. Somewhere down here then. Let's see. Can I find it? I don't wanna let the lava out. There we go. So that is lava. Of course, like I said, it's currently blood for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. And if we come back here, we can break in and see. So this is just the track that our zombies take. I just broke up into the floor. They spawn down, they go down there, where they hit just a basic water elevator. And when that happens, the babies, again, like in the other area, are too tall. Can I break this block off? Yeah. The babies are too tall to jump up here into the water stream, so they instead go forward, where our adults can't go because this block's in the way, so all the babies just come down and fall into this lava pit, and that just sorts them out so that we don't have to worry about them at all. Felt it was a really good way to deal with them. Easy, convenient, doesn't take any effort. I think I lost a block here in the lava. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on over here. I am going to fill this all back in, And I'm going to hop on that minecart rail. Maybe I didn't lose any blocks, nice. This rail actually goes quite a ways. Eventually we need to make a way to get over there in the nether. But I'm going to hop on, and I will see you right back in just a second. Alright, here we are, finally reaching the other end of the track. You can see this side of the tunnel is not done. I spent plenty of time digging the whole thing out. I haven't had time to widen it the rest of the way and do all that. That's a long project. Here's our cow. And we need to name our cow here sometime. I don't have a name tag on me, but he's the one who came over, helped us have milk to fight the Elder Guardians. Just have some random junk in here from the work we've been doing. But if we run up here, I've just got a basic staircase going up to about the right level and a little pathway that comes out now. Nice thing we have depth strider here. You can see just got the wall, the legs coming out from the actual ocean monument itself. Walled off the area. And we've just been doing squares, little squares at a time. Gravel it off. So we've got a new square, so like the next one. I'll just be coming and making a little square right here, and then I just drop down using sponges, clear out that water, move the gravel, make another square, move the gravel, make another square, and I've just been slowly going. This is, you can see the halfway's right there, so we're probably right about exactly 1/3 of the way down, I would say. In fact, I think I lined these, I think I did these, so we've done 1, 2, I'm standing on them. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go. So yes, we are exactly 1/3 of the way clearing out the water. This is very time consuming, by the way, but you can see making good progress. I just walled off there, like I said in a previous episode, to keep any of the guardians that were spawning in this area before from getting out. It's a lot easier to work with them when they're a little more contained. And the next row that I do is actually going to cut the doorway off, so there's going to be a lot less guardians trying to shoot me off while I'm working on the rest of it, because the majority of them will spawn on the inside. After that, it'll just be the occasional guardian that spawns over here from time to time, because this little slit right there is where they're coming out. But I think that's going to do it for today. Again, I want to thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I very much appreciate it. If you just happen to have came across this video, I ask you, please, if you do enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. Check out more of the videos in the future. Thanks for following along. I appreciate it very much. You guys keep me going with this sort of thing and make it a lot more enjoyable. You know, if I was just talking to the wall, I might as well just talk to the wall. So, thanks again. I really appreciate it. 400 subscriber mark passed. Let's see how fast we can get to 500. And again, I'll just end this video on a quick disclaimer. As mentioned in this video and a couple of the past, don't know when my wife's going to go into labor and have a baby. At the absolute max, it'll be a week and a half from now when they induce her, but very soon the amount of time I have, at least temporarily, is going to change, so I don't know how sporadic videos will be. I'm going to try to keep them coming out, but I don't know how things are going to go with that. So fair warning if I don't have a video for a week or 2 or 3, like that's all that's going on. Just busy with a brand new baby. Family's going to be in town. As soon as that happens, a bunch of people are coming to visit. It's going to be super crazy around here. So I could disappear for a couple or 3 weeks possibly at any time. But hopefully we can keep going with that. So again, thanks for all of you for watching and subscribing and just being generally awesome. Leave a like on this video if you enjoy what we've done in this world so far. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions or whatever. And I will see you all next time as usual. Have a good one. Bye bye.